Hi there, and welcome to today's episode of Next Wave TV. I'm your host, Tony Reale. We're actually behind the scenes right now of a shoot that I'm doing for Creative Edge Productions. And we're basically just doing a commercial shoot, talking about some of the products that I offer and the production packages. Right now, I've got all of my equipment laid out and set up right now. So I'm going to give you a quick run through of the stuff that I use and the equipment that I'm using right now. So let's go ahead and get started. Over here, I have most of my lighting equipment set up. I'm using a mixture of lights. The barn door lights are Britec lights. I've got, and then the soft boxes are also Britec. And I have three 600s, a 300 and a 200. And I use the 200 as a hair light. This is a boom arm right now that's just uses a counterweight. And this works fantastic for using hair lights. You can just adjust it to any spot and you can get this as a nice hair light for any location. I use the 300 as a kicker for like side lighting. And then I usually use the 600s for primary lighting. I also have some umbrella lights in the background, which are great for fill. And you can use just regular incandescent, either 100 or 200 watt bulbs in there. These are Smith Victor lights. They're great for key and fill also. Just having a great assortment of lights is really important because the more lights you have, the more you can, if you're in an environment, you can easily just fill a spot. If there's one specific spot that you're having a difficult time, you wish you had some more lights with, it's great to have more lights. The flags I have over here, I have a flag system. This has both black, silver, white, and gold on it. You can use it for blocking light or reflecting light, and it's got an arm that's articulating so it can go pretty much any position. Back here I have my reflectors. These are bounce reflectors. They easily collapse down just like that and are able to be taken around with you pretty much anywhere. And this again has gold, silver, black, white, and then also has a diffuser on the inside for if you have too harsh a lighting for like if you're outdoors. This can diffuse the light. These I highly recommend having at least one in your kit, if not more, because these are just always useful to have one of these around. Soft boxes, great. It's great to have the ability to either have soft boxes or barn doors on your lighting kit. Barn doors are great because they can block out the light if you need to not go in a certain position. You can redirect it pretty much any way. And soft boxes are great for diffusing the light, so that's not too harsh on the skin tones. Over here is my camera rig, which if you haven't seen that before, check out episode 7. Where I go over the whole rig in detail, all the different equipment that I use. This right here is a Swift dolly. I just picked this up. I will be doing a review on it down the road. The manufacturers asked me to do a review. It's a Sin City Swift dolly, and so far it's pretty nice. I haven't got a chance to put it through the tests yet, but it is pretty nice. This is actually a 12-foot setup. I only have the 6-foot track laid right now, but it does go all the way up to 12 feet. So behind me, I have my Jib 1 dolly. This is using similar to the Pro-Am models. I just picked this up used. Otherwise, I probably would have picked up a Pro-Am Jim. And I am using a Pro-Am stand for it, which does work fantastic. One thing that I did do here, I'll show you, is if you want to come closer. This is just a standard tripod plate that you would normally get. There's a Manfrotto tripod plate. They usually cost around 30 to 40 bucks for these, and you can usually attach them to just any tripod. Well, what I did here is I screwed it onto the base here so I could easily take my camera, disconnect it, and just slide into the plate instead of just using the screw that came with it. This is a lot more secure, and I feel a lot safer with my camera on this than I do just with a regular screw, just one screw in there. So definitely a great idea if you have a jib. And these are very inexpensive jibs. The stand does actually go higher. If I can get it to go here. It's pretty heavy, but it does go quite high. I think it goes about this high, 6 foot or 8 foot or whatever. So the stand can go quite high, so you can get some really, really epic sweeping shots with something like this. And it all collapses down too. So everything here, actually I'll show you a shot right now of everything collapsed down into a bag. I can fit almost all of this into just my little Alero car. And if you have a van or you have a SUV, everything of this could fit in there. So it's easy to take the things that you need and just take it with you. I just call this my portable studio because everything is completely portable. Back here I have my backdrops. I have a high key, low key, and just a pattern backdrop. And this is a 10 foot by 8 foot, I think, stand. And it just goes all the way across, and you can easily get any type of backdrops for that. High key ones are really tough because you got to light the backdrop really nice. This one, this is a muslin, but they do make heavier material. That back I think was probably about $50 for that, but they make ones that are a couple $100 that are much heavier and more wrinkle free. And so if you're going to do high key shoots, I do recommend that. I haven't done too much high key, just low key, and then the custom one, which doesn't pick up the shadows on it too much. But that's why it's really nice to have lots of lights, because the more lights you have, the easier it is to evenly light the backdrop. And then back over here, I've got my Nikon D90 for my photography. Love this camera. It's a fantastic camera. Right now I'm using a 7200 Sigma lens on it. And then I do use this for video shoots every once in a while. I have my full depth of field rig, which I do recommend. Even though this does do great depth of field footage, you're still limited by what you can do. So if you're going to do video production, at least right now, until like either Canon or Nikon comes out with a much more customizable camera, I do recommend getting a full rig like this, because you can have better microphone inputs, you can do a lot more, you have custom frame rates, a lot of things that you can't do on most of the DSLRs. So that's pretty much it. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. I talk about some more cost-effective ones. I do plan on doing a review of the dolly in an upcoming video, so make sure you check that out. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Check out my blog. I have lots of behind-the-scenes photos on there. My blog is nextwaveg.blogspot.com. Otherwise, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.